I just believe in the unique status of marriage between man and woman, and I know that we have a respectful disagreement on that issue.
It just feels like there's this old way of thinking that we are not all the same. We are all the same people, all of us. No, you're no different than I am. Our love is the same.
We just have a disagreement, and I, along with many, many others, wish you every happiness.
Thank you. So you'll walk me down the aisle? Is that what you're saying?
All right, let's start with McCain. He looked uncomfortable to me.
Yes. Did you notice the lack of eye contact during the conversation?
I did.
So lack of eye contact looks consistently down. And then if you notice, he did two things. He shoulder shrugged twice, and when he did that, he looked down and to the right. So I get the feeling, the impression that he's really not being... He's very uncomfortable with the whole gay marriage issue and doesn't want to discuss it that firmly, so he tries to kind of back off. And then he talks about it gently, but during the entire time he has to discuss this, it's constant looking down.
Okay, so, but you know, he had to know this was going to come up on Ellen's show. She's getting married, I think, in California now. Anyway, let's go to DeGeneres herself. She, you know, looks like she's in command here. It looks like she knows what she's going to say.
Well, did you notice in the
Look
first...
at the hands.
Yeah.
What are the hands saying?
Well, this is just her giving herself. You know, when you do that, you're kind of just pointing, giving over the floor, so to speak. But during the first segment, the first slow, she kind of, look at... And so, you know, she's angry. So...
Okay, so he doesn't like the fact that he's not on board with her.
Right, right. And, you know, she says that verbally as well.
I would never pick that up.
You didn't see...
I see it when you point it out, but when I'm watching this as a viewer, she comes across as a very cool customer, not annoyed, just basically stating her case, but you think she is annoyed.
I think that this aggravated her. She's smiling with her eyes and not her mouth, and usually that's a contemptuous look.
Okay, let's get on to 15, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, I think there's something going on. I'm not exactly sure what. But there was, you see, I don't know what guys do that. I just don't know what I guess, I just don't know. All right, now, the last one is the most fun one.
Oh, yes.
Now, when it was happening, it wasn't fun. And, you know, I don't plan these things. They just occur. Roll the tape.
I'm not going to be bullied by your ranting. You can rant all you want. You're not going to shut me up. The problem was that we passed in 1994, in fact, the bill...
Now we're back to 1994.
Yes,
this is bull. This is why Americans don't trust the government.
No, this is why your stupidity gets in the way of rational discussion.
Okay, now I have my fingers like this. He has his hand like this.
Yes.
That's what I want to know the difference. Let's take him.
He didn't start like that, though. He started out in that PC, that political correct point, and then after a few seconds, it turns into a fist. So that was...
You want to punch me?
He's striking into the air. He's trying to get his point across by striking out to you. But we have to go back to you because, you know, did you notice your flashbulb eyes? What happens? Your eyes get really big when the series first starts. And then
flashbulb eyes.
Flashbulb eyes, that's boom, you know, they get really big. And that's a true sign of anger. And that lunge forward is a sign of physical aggression. And you have to wonder what's coming next had he been sitting here.
Oh, I wouldn't have ever done anything to him, but I was truly angry because
Can I tell you with the neck, the way you pull down your neck, see how your neck, the double guns you have out and the eyes, those are signs, serious signs of aggression. Look at your fists. You see, serious signs of aggression.
Okay.
And then wait, just you finish it off with the jacket. I noticed that was one thing. You regain control and then you fix your jacket.
Well, I don't know why I did that. I wasn't thinking about doing it. Now there are the double guns right there.
Yes.
Okay, but so
and look at even around your mouth.
I'm truly angry at this man because the damage that has been done to Americans is partly his fault, and he won't own up to it. He wants to blame everybody else. So that, I guess, is that how anger, not just for me, but everybody is demonstrated?
True anger, yes, like forceful anger. But some people have quiet anger in which you don't see any movement. All you see is enlarged eyes.
Well, it wasn't quiet.
No, there wasn't quiet anger.
Now, was he angry at me?
Yes, he was. You started in his eyebrows, actually. His eyebrows started pointing downward, which is a clear sign of anger.
So he thinks I'm an irrational nut, right? Probably a partisan. And I think that he's just an incompetent guy who won't take responsibility for his own incompetence.
It was an interesting watch.
The ages. Bill Clinton questioned by Greta Van Susteren about Reverend Wright. Roll it.
What is the difference between an association with someone like David Duke and an association with someone like Reverend Wright?
Well, I think that
First, we don't have to go there because Senator Obama left the church.
I love that.
Yeah.
He is. You can just read his mind on, I don't want any part of that question, right?
Well, what was funny about this is, you know, he starts off in typical Bill Clinton fashion with this evaluative
Pensive,
gesture, right? And then watch his fingers sweep towards his mouth. And that's a big telltale sign. When you see somebody's fingers sweep towards their mouth, they're not really looking to answer that question. It's a sign of apprehension.
Now, he was thinking about it, though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's that look. He does this. He's
and he looks down. Look at that. Look at that.
But again, this is
man.
something he normally does.
Right.
So he looks down, he's evaluating, and then the hand sweeps towards the mouth.
And then the side.
There we go. Okay.
Right.
And then what does he do? He reaches out, and that's his way of grasping out for an answer.
It was such a good question, and Clinton is so glib, and he's so good at that kind of a thing, but she had him.
Yeah, even at the end, you could see his eyes widened. He's looking
he didn't
down,
want any
hard
part of that,
swallow. No, and he's normally very good. He's usually
Absolutely, he's the best in
Yeah.
the business. Well, one of the best.